Ever wondered how to make the perfect chocolate chip cookies? The quest for that flawless golden melt-in-your-mouth delight is a journey shared by many globally. Each cookie a testament to the beauty of baking, where the right ingredients meet the ideal method. The humble chocolate chip cookie, simple yet exquisite, is a universal joy that transcends borders. It's all about the perfect balance of sweet and bitter, soft and crunchy. So, ready to bake the perfect chocolate chip cookies? Let's dive right in. First things first, gather all the ingredients. To whip up the perfect batch of chocolate chip cookies, we need a few key players. Let's start with the heart of the cookie, the butter. We'll need 2 sticks, unsalted of course. Next, we'll need sugars, both brown and granulated. 3/4 cup each should do the trick. Now, what's a cookie without a hint of vanilla? A teaspoon of pure vanilla extract will add that sweet, aromatic touch. We'll also need a couple of large eggs to bind it all together. Moving on, we'll need 3 cups of all-purpose flour to give our cookies their body and structure. Sprinkle in a teaspoon of baking soda for that perfect rise, and half a teaspoon of salt to enhance the sweet flavors. Finally, the star of the show, 2 cups of chocolate chips. Because what's a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips? Now that we have all our ingredients ready, it's time to get baking. Start by preheating your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. A warm oven is like a cozy blanket for your cookies, providing the perfect environment for them to rise and bake evenly. Now, let's dive into the dough making process. First, take your softened butter and sugars. Creaming them together isn't just about blending, it's an opportunity to add air to the mixture, resulting in lighter, more tender cookies. So, don't rush this step. Let the butter and sugar dance together until they form a pale, fluffy partnership. Next, it's time for the vanilla extract and eggs to join the party. These liquid ingredients not only bind the dough together, but also lend a rich, velvety texture. Add them gradually into your creamed mixture, ensuring a well-incorporated blend. Once that's done, we're on to the dry ingredients. Imagine you're an artist, adding dashes of color to your canvas. In this case, your colors are the flour, baking soda, and salt. Gradually mix them in, taking care not to overwork the dough. Remember, we're after tender cookies, not bread. And finally, the stars of the show, the chocolate chips. Stir them in, ensuring a generous distribution throughout the dough. Each bite should be a delightful surprise of chocolatey goodness. With the dough ready, we're just a step away from having those delicious cookies. It's time to shape the cookies and bake them to perfection. Now, we move on to the most exciting part of our cookie journey, shaping and baking. After chilling, the dough is going to be firm yet malleable, perfect for shaping into delightful little discs. Pinch off a piece of dough, roughly the size of a golf ball, and gently roll it in your hands. Once you have a nice round ball, slightly press it between your palms to flatten it. Repeat this for the remaining dough. Arrange these cookie dough discs on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Ensure you leave a good amount of space between each cookie as they'll spread out during baking. A rule of thumb is to leave about 2 inches between each cookie to prevent them from merging into one giant cookie. Although I must admit, the thought of a giant cookie is rather appealing. With your cookies shaped and arranged, it's time to pop them into the oven. The ideal temperature for baking these chocolate chip wonders is 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for our metric friends. Bake the cookies for about 12 to 15 minutes. Watch them transform from pale dough discs into golden rounds of delight. The edges should be a lovely golden brown, while the centers remain soft and slightly underbaked. This is the secret to achieving that perfect combination of crispy edges and gooey centers. Once your kitchen is filled with the irresistible aroma of freshly baked cookies, it's a good sign they're done. Remove them from the oven and let them cool on the baking sheet for about 10 minutes. This allows the cookies to set and achieve their final texture. Once the cookies have cooled down a bit, they're ready to be devoured. This is the moment of truth. Take a bite and let the flavors explode in your mouth. The sweetness of the chocolate, the slight saltiness from the dough, and the perfect crunch on the edges. It's a symphony of sensory delight. Enjoy the perfect chocolate chip cookies made right at home.